So how does an array store all the data items in the memory? Whenever you store the data items in an array, all of them occupies contiguous memory locations inside the RAM. What does that mean? That means, let's consider this array 2. It has like 4 different characters. Let's say the element at index 0, that is A, it occupies the memory location with a given address, let's say 1000. So if index 0 takes the memory location 1000, then the elements at index 1, that is Z, that will take 1001. The element at index 2, which is P, that will occupy the memory location 1002. Similarly, the element at index 3, that is H, that will occupy 1003. So all the elements at the index, they always occupy the contiguous memory location. So that's how the array elements are represented in memory. Now it may happen that character takes only 1 byte, so they are just like the next memory room. But it may happen that a data element takes more than 1 byte. For example, let's say let's consider this array 1, which is an array of integer, and let's say in a programming language, in the compiler, integer takes 4 bytes. So let's say integer takes 4 bytes in memory. So what should be the memory location for each of the index in array 1? So let's say array 1 also starts with the memory location. Let's say it starts with the memory location 2000, like this. So now an integer takes 4 bytes. So that means the next location, next element, which is 9 at index 1, that will occupy the space 2004. The next element, which is 22, that is at index 2, that will occupy the memory location 2008. Similarly, the integer at index 3, which is 6, that will occupy the memory location 2012. So this is the meaning of storing the data items in contiguous memory location. So there is no gap between that. They always occupies the consecutive memory locations. Now these representations has several benefits as well as disadvantages. What is the benefit? The benefit is basically accessing the elements. So if you want to access the element through an array of an array, you just need to specify the index, like let's say array 1 followed by 3. Whenever you will specify this, the computer, the program compiler, directly goes to this index 3 and retrieve the element 6. I'm sorry, I just noted like array 1, so it will yes, array 1, so it will retrieve the element at index 3. So that's the major benefit. The compiler can directly go to some index and retrieve the element for you. But this representation has several disadvantages when it comes to insertion or deletion of an element at some index. In the next video, we are going to learn about those disadvantages, how the array manages insertion and deletion of an element inside.